Are you worried about the White House intervening or the president himself intervening in the 2026 midterms?
Caitlin, a year ago when people brought these, what I thought were wild theories, I kind of said, that's a little far-fetched. I'm now worried. The activities of what they did to dismantle many of the protections that were put in place, frankly, in Trump 1, cybersecurity protections, the FBI had an active effort about protecting our elections, the ODNI, Director of National Intelligence, they've been dismantled. We now have these claims by these rogue actions of the Director of National Intelligence. We have these conversations of federalizing elections. And then people will say, well, Senator, why would having an ICE agent show up at a polling station if we're all registered voters? Well, first of all, we know there's been racial profiling towards folks, particularly of Latino heritage. We know that there are certain times mixed families. But what we've also seen, and this ought to scare the hell out of all of us, is that ICE is collecting information on American citizens. And, if you show up at your polling station and ICE could come up and say, we know you, Caitlin Collins, we know you've got a parking ticket. Will that scare you away from voting? For many folks, it will. And this is not hypothetical. We've seen in Minneapolis an American citizen have her effort to get a global entry pass, something that you get from TSA to get faster through the lines, rejected because ICE had evidence that she showed up at a protest, exercising her First Amendment rights. You put ICE at polling stations, you put this manipulation of our voting machines, you put the president directly intervene in the judicial process in inappropriate ways, and this is a stew that could wreak havoc in our system beyond the fact of him blatantly saying the quiet part out loud, we ought to federalize elections and Republicans ought to take control of it. Yeah. Yes, I'm very worried about what happens in 26.